Drink Cinema! Cheers. Welcome to another episode of Two Drink Cinema. We are two out of three brothers reviewing iconic movies 2 drinks at a time. Hello, Brett.
Hello, Lee.
Hola, Brett.
Hola, Lee.
¿Dónde estaba biblioteca?
I think it's up there. So if you go out here, turn right, left, keep going. It's just up there on the left.
Correct. That is where it is.
Great.
I'm not going to say which library because that gives away where the studio is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Considering I just gave. So if you go to the...
You go right, left. Go north.
Yep.
Then west.
Great.
Not northwest.
You don't want to go there.
Kim's child. Do you want a drink?
I'd love a drink, Lee.
Is this called a Bedazzled?
It is now. It's called a Bedazzled, and it has in it some Tennessee, whatever we're calling that, whiskey.
Tennessee Fire, because the devil starts fires in convertibles.
Down in the pits of hell. It's got some grenadine because red. It's got some vodka because alcohol.
We love vodka.
Peach schnapps because look at her ass.
Oh, yep.
And apple juice because you have to have something non-alcoholic in it.
Apple juice because of the temptation of the apple in the Garden of Eden. Were you not paying attention in Sunday school?
I was.
Were you sleeping in history class again?
Yes.
Always. Cheers.
Cheers.
I like these glasses. I know I've said it before. A Bedazzled for everybody listening at home.
That's actually not bad. If anything, it's too much apple juice.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd like a little bit...
Still a hint
actually.
of cinnamon.
Yeah, the second sip had a bit... I was about to say I'd like a little bit more Tennessee Fire, but then the second sip had a bit more Tennessee Fire in it. So it's almost as if one of my wishes came true.
Oh, now you've only got 6 left. And as in the movie, the first wish is the funniest.
Big Mac and fries.
Big Mac and a large Coke. Great.
Oh, yeah, you didn't get fries. Would you like some taglines from Bedazzled?
It's wickedly funny.
Wickedly talented.
Yeah.
How would you say Adele Dazeem but Liz Hurley?
I'm going to Adele Dazeem my name.
Oh, really? It's a thing?
The
It's got to be
Adele
a thing.
Dazeem name generator.
All right, put in Liz Hurley. And I'll put in...
Elizabeth Hurley, I'm going to put, because that's what she's credited as. Oh, is it just Liz? No, Elizabeth Hurley.
All right.
Elizabeth Hurley Travoltified to Elijah Henry.
Okay.
That's just another name.
All right, the Adele Dazeem name generator.
Oh, John.
I'm going to put in Brendan Fraser. The wickedly talented Brandon Faster.
And did you know, I didn't know that this was directed by Haroon Ramso. I'm going to save this website as my favourite.
What about our names? Anyway, let's not get sidetracked on that.
An old episode of
Taglines from the wickedly talented Bedazzled. What if I just put Bedazzled in there? Anyway, sorry. Meet the devil. She's giving Elliot 7 wishes, but not a chance in hell.
That's bad.
You've got 7 wishes. Choose carefully.
Bradley. I put in Bedazzled. It came up with Bradley.
Meet the devil. No one's ever been able to resist her until now.
Okay.
Catch hell.
What?
I think catch hell is a phrase like to cop a lot of shit is to catch hell or to have really bad luck.
Okay. Oh, that even more cinnamon.
The she-devil is giving Elliot 7 wishes but not a chance in hell.
I don't like Not a Chance in Hell. I suppose because the whole thing is that the wishes are wrong, so you want to do a new wish.
Yeah. I'm going with you've got 7 wishes, choose carefully.
Yeah.
Of that's the best bunch, I reckon.
Yeah.
So, Bedazzled, the storyline.
Based on a previous movie.
Yes, it is a remake of a Dudley Moore and Peter Cook movie from the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And my main thing about it is that the 60s sensibility of movie making does not go well in the year 2000.
Okay.
Because the way that... I think this... 2 things actually hurt this movie to watch it in 2024. In the 60s, there was a lot of that kind of a bit wacky movie. The term I thought of was screwball. Like a screwball comedy was a very 60s thing.
Yeah.
And Harold Ramis has tried to make this a screwball comedy in the year 2000.
Okay.
And I think we wanted a little bit more than that in the year 2000. I think we certainly want a bit more than that in 2024.
Look, we were happy for anything in the year 2000. Like, we thought we were done.
Oh, the fact
Like
that we made
Y2K.
it. The fact that we made it was amazing. It was an interesting choice with Y2K has just happened for the devil to use a computer program to find people. Were people still scared of computers after Y2K didn't happen?
It's still just like, what is this doing? Yeah.
People are scared of computers now. It would be AI.
It'd be AI now.
The devil would be AI.
Yep.
In a modern version. So I think it's a little bit stylistically too 60s.
All right.
The other thing that makes it suffer is that it was in an era where a comedy was not allowed to be longer than an hour 35.
Yeah.
Which really limited the ability for the script to make Brendan Fraser's character have any kind of growth.
Okay.
He goes from a bit of a dorky guy who likes Frances O'Connor the way she looks to being a slightly less dorky guy who marries or ends up with a woman that looks like Frances O'Connor.
Yeah, who has a really annoying voice, yeah.
So there's not really much growth that happens, and I feel like we want a little bit more of that in 2024.
Okay.
I think in 2000, I think we were probably okay with just flat-out comedies.
Look, the 12-year-old that I was when this movie came out was quite happy with it.
It is a very funny movie, all of that being said. I would have liked more growth, but there were a lot of funny moments. A couple of lines that were a little bit over the top, which I think I might get to. It's a very interesting way of introducing the devil's way of looking for people. You know, it's scrolling through the people and it's like praying, sleeping, tips 5%. Like a lot of those things are funny, but it also introduces the percentage of susceptible souls in this town. One town's too easy, the Vatican is too hard. San Francisco is the right mix, but also in a bit of a funny, almost credits opening, we get the exposition of Elliot is all of these things.
Yeah.
Too nice, doormat, whatever else it is, which allows us to get the idea of Elliot before we jump in, and we're straight into the character who goes for the Diablos.
Yes.
In the office, which is not a real team.
No. But it comes back later.
It does. He gets to play for them with a teeny weeny winky.
And he looks like Biff.
Yeah, he does a bit. He looks like the tall monster from Space Jam.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's not quite dorky enough. Like, I feel like they went, we either make this guy really dorky, or we just make him overbearingly friendly.
He's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, but it's almost like, oh, he should be dorky. And so we put a few dorky things in there, but he's not a dork. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, he's just socially awkward.
Yeah. But, and I feel like they may be caught between, we got to make this guy really dorky, or we got to make this guy really socially awkward, or we got to make this guy annoyingly friendly.
Yep.
And no one likes all of that. I don't think they nailed that really at the start.
Okay.
But in terms of a comedy, it does its job. I feel like I'm quite critical of comedies, actually.
You are until it's acting, and you're like, acting comedy is really hard.
It is. It's especially hard for Liz Hurley.
Okay, look. We might get to that towards the end. But partway through, I wrote a note of, I can't decide if she's good or not.
But fuck, she's hot.
Yeah.
And her accent is so smooth.
Yeah, it's great.
She is hot and she is charming, but she is not an actress.
No.
But that's okay. There are a lot of people who've made many more movies that are neither hot nor charming and also not actors.
Yeah, one of them stars in this movie.
Oh,
Brendan Fraser. Oh. No, I was talking about a douchebag friend.
Which douchebag friend that he never realises are in all of his wishes?
That was... Okay, so that I had an issue with. So, you know...
It's a bit like, and you were there, and you were there, and you were there 7 times, but he never realises they're the same guys?
That's what I was like... In the first one, he wakes up, he's like, I don't know I'm a cocaine lord.
Yes.
Right? But then he knows their names. Because their names aren't Dan, Rick, and whatever. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
They're like fucking Alejandro and Eduardo and...
Well, aren't they the Spanish versions of their names?
Well, not really.
Oh. I didn't catch their names in the first go-round.
Yeah, I forgot what their names are. One guy's name's Dan, I think.
Like douchebag 1, douchebag 2, douchebag follower.
Yeah.
Really. I found that odd that he didn't know they were there. He didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
He just thought they were guys within this new world.
Or did he and he ignored it?
But when they came up and kicked sand in his face, he wasn't like, oi, I thought we've been friends in a previous life.
Yeah. It was a bit weird. Because then he was like, the other ones were there in all of them, and then it's just, I don't know.
As a comedy device, I like it though. I like that they're there throughout and that they're playing different characters within the world.
Mm.
A bit like...
I hear it's orders you want to Pulitzer. It hasn't even been published.
Hasn't even been published. The fact that, there's a bit of like these guys are connected to Elliot in some way.
Yeah.
The worst one, no doubt we'll talk about when it comes to worst line. And a scene you would change. The worst time one of the friends appears in the wishes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Yeah. Is that all you got?
Yeah. No, the way he says soul is weird.
Oh, my God. I said, it annoys me how he says soul, and then I wrote S-O-W-L, and this I wrote like S-A-W-A-L-E. Soul? You want my soul?
You want my soul?
You want my soul?
Yeah, I didn't get it. And I would have thought that...
My soul?
As a director and screenwriter of a play that is about... Not a play. A movie that is about signing your soul over to the devil, would you not correct your lead in how to say soul?
Would that not be first... audition?
Screen test.
Look, can you say the word soul? Soul. Now say, you want to take my soul, but you're like angry about it. You want to take my soul?
Yeah, that was weird.
I hated it. It's the worst part of the movie.
You know what I laughed at more than Donde estaba biblioteca? No, thank you, I'm allergic to shellfish.
No, I
I don't know why that made me laugh more.
Because crustaceo is a funny word.
That's true.
That's the right word for it.
In terms of themes, what theme there is just like, be yourself and that's enough. You don't need to wish for more if you have self-acceptance.
And then there's some sort of theme around selflessness. Because at the end it's like, I just wanted to be happy. And she's like, oh, fuck, you won.
Yeah, that comes a little bit out of nowhere.
They don't make much of it, though.
Well, they don't make much of a lot thematically in the movie. It is a whole lot of funny scenes strung together, which did make me laugh. So I guess it did do the job.
There are some good lines in there, though.
Hasn't even been published is one of them.
Yeah. When she's like, some M&Ms for this thing, and then this for this. And he's like, you can't just give old people Tic Tacs. It's like, sick people have notoriously bad breath.
I'm doing a community service.
Yeah.
Why does she only appear in One Wish with the dogs Dudley and Peter? Fan service.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because surely if she's on the beach, those three guys are going and talking to her.
They're not talking to Frances O'Connor.
They're not talking to Frances O'Connor, who is sitting there with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Although maybe the dogs scare the guys away. The dogs are scarier than Brendan Fraser at that point.
Yeah. But it's all set up so the wish goes wrong.
Yeah.
But also, that one didn't make sense to me.
He was too sensitive.
Yeah. He reads the journal and goes, I want someone that's like this. Okay, you're like this. And then she's like, I just want someone to have sex with.
Yeah. I guess he didn't say... He said madly in love, and she is madly in love, but not happy.
Yeah.
Just like in the Spanish one, or the Colombian drug lord
married,
one.
Yeah.
They are married, but not in love. So in the end, he just wishes she was happy, hoping that she's happy with him, but he's not.
Yeah. The basketball one, I guess, is funny.
The basketball one is funny.
The worst one is the one on the beach.
The worst one's the gay one.
The gay one's kind of funny. It has some funny moments.
The boyfriend is too much.
The boyfriend is ugly as well. Like, he could do better than that.
Maybe that's why the boyfriend wears makeup, which was unnecessary. The funny line in that one hasn't even been published, but then he kisses her and it's like a long proper kiss, and then he just stands up and he goes, yep, I'm gay. Thanks for coming.
Just like shake hands, like, thank you.
That is a funny moment. There are lots of funny moments. And subtle things like she's changing the parking meters when she's the parking maid. That's not the term for it. I wasn't a huge fan of the McDonald's wish.
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was hilarious going to get it.
Yeah.
Catching the bus and getting it. But then the fact that counted as a wish, and so that's what threw the whole thing into shit.
Well, there's always something like... That's a trope.
Yeah.
That's a wish trope.
But, yeah, and I guess it's a little bit flipping the trope in making it so obviously not a real wish that she then says is a wish.
Because then it's like, she's like done, and there's a bus that pulls up and you expect someone to come out with a Big Mac and a Coke.
Yeah.
And then it's just them going to Macca's.
And then they get on the bus, and then there's their nightclub after that. It does... Though it does have conflict throughout, in like he's got to work out how to get these wishes right, which is funny. And then it's not just... I actually thought from memory that he just refused to make his seventh wish.
That's what I thought as well. When it was happening, I was like, oh, that's right. That's how it ended.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
He makes a selfless wish, but he is forced into that. And it's a tougher decision and has to be made a quicker decision because of the twist of the Macca's wish actually counting for something.
Yeah, and look, she goes, let me just slip into something a little bit more terrifying. And then she's the devil for a bit. And then she's in a bikini. And I'm like, wouldn't call that terrifying, Liz.
Yeah, a bit more terrifying. It goes, literally goes to hell. And then, it's just like, oh, done. And here's why.
It's just like, here's a wish. Like, oh, well, you're done. Yep, great. Woo.
Yeah, and here's why. Does she actually like him? She keeps saying it.
I feel like she does.
Okay. Then, at the end, he meets the new neighbour.
Annoying.
And falls in love.
Annoying.
So his attraction to Alison is purely physical.
Well, yeah, because they've never talked.
They don't talk. And even when they do have a conversation, he learns about her personality and he likes it. But then as soon as he sees someone more available that looks like her, he's like, well, I'll just take her.
Yeah, because she's seeing someone. And he just wants her to be happy. And she'll be happy if he's not with her.
And he'll be happy also.
Just convincing her to dye her hair blonde.
Yeah, and be slightly more presumably educated.
It's going to be... That's the sequel. She's blonde.
Is there one coming?
No.
Good. In case you didn't get it, the guy in the jail cell is God.
Yeah.
Which you would have gotten if you were paying attention to the movie. It's the only thing with layers, really, in the movie.
God's black?
The devil's a woman. God's black really does call into question why God lets bad things happen.
Yeah.
If God was black this whole time.
So is this fantasy or is this...
Yeah. So, yeah, I think overall it's funny. It is funny.
So...
I would have liked to have had a little bit more depth.
Uh-huh.
There could have been more just be happy with yourself as a theme. But then there's also this line thrown in at the end. Good and evil is within you and it's about your choices.
Yeah.
It's just a line that she throws in at the end. That could have been a theme of the whole movie.
I would have liked then at the end of the movie if then she's talks to somebody else and it's like, oh, that's my next target.
Yeah, she just goes, see ya, and then she walks off. Yeah, that would have been good. That could have been a sequel.
Or at least been like, oh, she's at it again. Oh, that pesky devil.
Oh, that pesky devil. It is a very well-written script, like I said, and we've both said, and there's some funny lines in there. I think what would have made it funnier if there was some kind of comedic timing between the two of them.
Yeah, I think that's what the Look, I think Elizabeth Hurley's good.
I think her in isolation is good. Brendan Fraser in isolation is good. I don't think there's comic timing between them.
Because she's not a comedic actress.
No.
She's just there.
A model.
Yeah.
And also, Frances O'Connor?
Don't know.
She doesn't have really a presence in any scene that she's in.
No.
She's just reasonably attractive and is okay with accents.
Yeah, that's true. She's all right.
But she doesn't really have screen presence or a seeming connection to any actor around her.
I feel like they could have got someone better.
They could have
spent all their money
on Brendan, George of the Jungle.
Well, both of them.
Liz Hurley wasn't that big. What else has she done? She was in Austin Powers.
Yeah, done. And he was a big thing at the time. He's decent.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser, I
People
guess.
love The Mummy for some reason.
The Mummy, Encino Man, The Whale. So Bedazzled was 2000. Yeah, he had just come off The Mummy in 1999, George of the Jungle in 1997.
Yeah.
Encino Man 1992. He did 3 Mummy movies.
Yeah, The Mummy, The Mummy Returns, and The Mummy's Back, bitches.
The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
Terrible name.
Michelle Yeoh was in it.
Oh, wow. And then they both won Oscars in the same year. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So.
All right. So that's really it for the movie for me. Disney then suggested I follow it up by watching Family Guy.
Disney suggested I followed it up watching Miss Congeniality, I think. Oh, no, it did have Family Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Brendan Fraser and Liz Hurley are not in Family Guy. Family Guy's quite different to Bedazzled.
It is. But I also feel like sometimes it panics. You know what, Disney Plus is like, you just watched Hocus Pocus, you should watch Hocus Pocus too. That's not like smart.
No, but that's logical. Do you mean panic like, oh shit, the movie's ending and we haven't gotten anything ready, just put up Family Guy?
He watched Family Guy last week. Put up Family Guy then. He'll probably watch it anyway.
Everybody loves Family Guy.
It's 9 o'clock on a Monday night. He's going to watch it.
Put it on. Everybody loves Family Guy. Let's go. I didn't watch Family Guy. My apologies.
I think one of the other ones mine suggested was Miss Congeniality. I'm like, that makes a bit more sense.
That makes a bit more sense. I haven't watched that in ages. Is it on our list?
Pretty sure it's on our list.
Good. I've got a couple of things to add on the list. We'll do that in our production meeting after this.
Great.
What was the impact?
He won an MTV Movie Award for Best Dressed.
Liz?
Yeah, should we do some awards? He really had nothing.
I didn't cry.
Great.
All right. Some awards. Okay. No impact. Did it make a bit of money?
It made like 90 mil.
Oh. It would have been more than that in budget.
I actually don't think it was. I think it was like maybe 50.
Yeah, because I can't imagine she cost a lot.
I thought I wrote
Box
it
office,
down.
90 million. She is stunning.
48 million budget.
I guess comedies are reasonably low budget.
Oh, do you know when it was... Oh, that's right. I went and saw this for my 13th birthday.
Yeah, okay.
Because it was released on the 25th of January 2001.
Oh.
And now everybody knows my birthday.
We didn't... Like, you just could have said your birthday was close to that.
Yeah, it's fine. You know what comes bad out of knowing your birthday? Nothing. More presents.
More presents. Amazon wish list. People know my birthday.
People are getting closer to have enough information about me to steal my identity, but that's fine.
What was your first dog's name?
What's your mum's maiden name?
The Hurley's critical response. I'm just looking this up. I know this is your job. Hurley's performance was praised, but her attendance of its premiere was met with backlash from the Screen Actors Guild because it occurred during a strike it was holding.
Did you know, comparatively, the budget to the 1966 version was $770,000?
Oh. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 50% approval rating.
I think it's a good movie.
5.5 out of 10. 49 out of 100 on Metacritic.
I think it's funny.
Ebert says...
2 stars.
The new movie has been directed by Harold Ramis from a screenplay that uses the 1967 film more as inspiration than source. It is lacking in wickedness. It doesn't smack its lips when it's naughty. When its hero sells his soul to the devil, what results isn't diabolical effrontery, but a series of contract negotiations and consumer complaints. This is twice in 2 weeks
Roger Ebert.
after the Winona Ryder exorcism movie Lost Souls that Satan loses on points. A lot similar to mine. Funny in moments, but not super deep.
Yeah.
What should be a drawing room comedy ends with moments best left to gone in 60 seconds. Said Los Angeles Times Kenneth Turin.
That makes... What?
Don't know. Anyway, some awards. The Let's start with the Halle Berry X-Men Worst Line Award. Mine is a name, one of my nominations.
I wrote Ho Doggy.
No, I wrote Dr. Ngigababadaday,
Yeah.
which I've said terribly, but at least I didn't say it racially like Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. I wrote a couple of women fainted, a couple of men. Well, I'd rather not say.
Oh, yeah. I wrote you running around Fire Island in your green Speedos singing. Like, do you just want to put all of the cliches of a New York gay into one sentence?
What do they do all the cliches of? The New York gay, a Colombian.
The Colombian drug lord.
That's all I got. Sorry.
A sensitive man.
A dumb jock.
That's true. The sweat is too much. Can I nominate that for worst line?
Worst extra.
The sweat? That's gross.
I also have You Live Next Door. You want to help me? Give me a hand? So, new Frances O'Connor, we're calling her.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't remember her name. Maybe Nikki?
No, it's Nicole, but she doesn't want to be called Nikki because then it goes from Nicole to Nikki, then to Nick, then just to N.
Well,
Worst line.
She's like, oh, hi, you must live next door. You want to give me a hand? Like, hi, nice to meet you. Like,
I'm
that's
Nicole.
Their first entrance is you live next. If one of my neighbours says it to me, I'm like, no.
No, you're saying yes. No one is saying no to that.
I'm saying no. I'm not going to help them move.
Why
like
not?
Walking up into my apartment and you go, oh, can you help me move? I'm like, no, I have a bad back.
Yeah, well,
I'd be like, I'm so sorry, I've got to head out. And then just leave. And hope and leave and just walk around for an hour.
Walking up with your coals. Oh, sorry, I've got to leave.
Sorry, I really just have to back this then I got to go out again. I've got people coming over tonight, which is a lie with a hole in it, because then they'd be like, where are those people?
That's true.
Anyway, I've overthought that.
That's why telling the truth is better in life.
Sure, whatever.
Just help someone move.
I've helped enough people move.
Yeah, brothers. The good and evil thing, it comes down to you.
I don't know.
I put that in as worst line because it could have been a major theme of the movie, but it was never put in there.
That's true.
Like,
yeah.
he's not made choices based on good and evil throughout the movie for then her to say
That's
the good
true.
and evil thing, it comes down to you.
Yeah.
But can we give it to Dr. Ngigababade?
Yeah. As much as it's funny when he says it, it is problematic.
It's very problematic.
At
least it's cancelled out by him saying, it hasn't even been published.
It's only won the Pulitzer Prize and hasn't even been published. I thought that was the funniest thing when I was 13.
It's still funny now. We've laughed at it. We've said it 8 times in this episode. All right, that's the Halle Berry X-Men Worst Line Award. The Estelle Reiner Best Extra Award. I thought overall, in terms of extras, they were pretty good. Like, pretty not stand outy.
I had the Spanish servant guy. You know, he's like, hola. He's like, and the guy's just like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was funny.
I didn't have really anything for either extra nominations. When they're in the foyer of the courthouse and he's like running around yelling, I saved my soul, there's one person in that scene who reacts. Soul.
Yeah, thank you.
I saved my soul.
Yeah.
There's someone on the stairs that just kind of keeps looking at him.
Like
she doesn't overreact. She doesn't ignore, which would make it a bad extra.
Yeah. I don't know if this was worst or best. So they first meet and then they mac out and then they on the table and there's these women already sitting at this table and they're like, can you give us some privacy?
Yeah, and then they're like,
sure, and walk away. Then I swear to God, they are in the background again when she's doing the expired parking tickets. Expired.
Oh, they get reused.
I swear.
Maybe that's how they kept the budget under 50 million. All right, them then.
For both.
Or that's Harold's fault though? Probably an AD's fault.
I don't know about best.
Did you have that for worst?
I had it. I don't know.
Oh, they're worst. If they've appeared twice, noticeably.
I'm pretty sure. We might have to check that. But the other worst... Oh, wait, have we done a best?
Best is the Spanish servant.
Okay, cool. The ones I had for worst were the commentators. That was funny, though, when the guy was doing the commentary, when the friends, they were funny. At the basketball, and then the guy that's behind them that just like looks at the camera.
I didn't even notice that.
A fan that looks at the camera, but still, I didn't like it.
Okay.
Another nomination I had was the schoolboys. You know when he comes back and she's like a teacher.
Oh yeah.
She has 47 apples on her desk.
Yeah, because they all love her.
It has apple juice in it. And then the two main boys at the front in the middle.
Yep.
They're like, it's like no homework, and then it's like the camera's on them. Maybe this is more a director thing, I think. Camera's on it, and then it's like pause, and it's like
react.
Now. Yeah.
Like in Batman.
Yeah.
The guy that waits till the Batmobile goes past to step out and shoot.
Yeah.
It's a timing issue, not an extra issue.
Okay. Then I had extra behind her at the courthouse. And he's checking her out. And then it's like the camera's on her and he's walking up behind her and then cuts. I'm like, what did that guy do?
Oh, yeah.
It was really weird because he was kind of in the background and blurry and then just kept getting closer to her. It was really strange.
And then they had to cut because he got too close, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
That extra was actually Shane Warne.
Gosh.
And then they got married.
Done.
There you go. Farley. Rip. That guy.
Yeah, good.
Just because we can invent stories about what happened after they said cut.
That was the sequel.
The sequel was actually her just turning around and going into the courthouse and suing that man for bad things.
Yeah.
All right. The Darth Vader, I'm your father, most iconic scene. Yeah. I've already said I didn't cry. The Darth Vader, I'm your father, most iconic scene. What have you got?
Her sitting on the car in rubber.
Yep. Most nostalgic scene is obviously the Spanish.
Oh, the one earlier.
Das ist mein Hamburger.
Yeah. And it hasn't even been public. Because that's about 8 times we've said it in this episode.
It's just her on the car, looking hot.
I think it's just, her on the car in red leather.
Done.
That was the poster. That's why it made $90 million.
This episode's going to be short to make up for two in the last month have been an hour and a half. This one's going to come in shorter than that. All right, they're the awards done. Again, I feel like if we were rating this on the Chad S. Minquo or the Archie Q. De Niro, it would rate lowly, but it's a movie we like.
Yeah.
It'd be one of those ones.
Because it doesn't cry. There's a little bit of alcohol in it. It's horny.
It is horny.
There's horniness.
It's quotability.
It's a Coke movie.
Yes.
I can't remember what S stands
There's
for.
There's quotability.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
Iconic. Memorability,
Entirety. Overall. Yeah. See, I don't think this would score highly.
It'd
but
just be average.
It's a movie that we like.
It'd be better than Flubber, but...
It'd be better than Stonewall, the worst spaghetti movie of all time.
Cruise Control.
What would you change about the movie? I think we both agree we would change Dr. Angigababidi.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit African, a little bit Family Guy's Italian.
Yeah.
In my retelling.
I know we love the Spanish scene, the Colombian scene.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a bit problematic when he wakes up and he's got like
the nose
skin in the nose?
The nose is problematic.
Yeah.
The language thing is funny because, as we've talked about previously with our dodgeball episode, Donde estaba biblioteca is the American version of our German Das ist mein Hamburger.
Yeah.
So that's the joke. They're not taking the piss out of Spanish language. They're taking the piss out of American high school Spanish language classes.
Yes. Hola Juan. Hola Esteban.
¿Cómo estás? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? I am allergic to shellfish.
Yeah,
which I have not learnt. I also am saying it didn't sit well with me in the opening credits when one of the African tribes people had bad credit.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm just like...
You could have picked anything.
Was it... But then is that me assuming that Amex don't go to an African tribal village?
Maybe.
Is that my problematicness?
I don't know. What would have been really problematic if it was just like... Send scam emails.
Is not actually a prince.
Is not a Nigerian prince. Yeah, that would have been really bad.
That would have, actually.
Do
you know what else is bad? Him looking at her in the shower.
Ah! Also, you live alone. Okay, this might be a tiny peek into my life. Why are you putting a towel on?
I'm not bothering with a towel coming out of the bathroom.
Why are you putting a towel on?
Yeah, only to then take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
You
Well,
walk around naked.
It's a different movie if she comes out of the bathroom naked.
Yeah. And then people will be like, Liz who? No, they wouldn't be.
Honestly, though, if I had the choice between Frances and Liz...
Please.
Choosing Liz.
Even with clothes on.
Particularly that outfit sitting on the front of the car.
And the school teacher outfit is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. I'd also change the gay boyfriend. We've talked about that
too
much. And not a good pairing.
Yeah.
There are plenty better looking people at the party.
Yeah.
So, that's it?
That's it.
For Bedazzled?
Yeah.
2000 Bedazzled. Brendan Fraser and Liz Hurley.
Yeah. It was funny to watch. I'm glad we did watch it.
A whole lot of that guys.
Yeah. The other problem I had was that the woman only comes up in one thing.
I don't even remember what Wish she appeared in.
The gay one. She was like, "Oh, Elliot, your book."
Oh, New York has been simply ghastly while you've been away.
Yeah.
That was her.
Mm.
She's a dick in the office, though. They all were dicks, but
Well,
she was the worst.
I'm sorry, I would have punched Elliot in the face. I mean, I wouldn't have, but in my mind,
yeah,
I'd be like, Elliot, fuck off. I'm busy.
My day job.
Don't tell me. Don't in front of the whole office go, it's 9:07. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
I would actually give him the finger.
That's so that later when he gets there at 9:30, it shows a little bit of change in his character.
Yeah.
Because he's also just wearing jeans in that scene. Which is how we know he's changed. Because now he's dressed slightly differently. Harold Ramis is not the most renowned visual storyteller in that subtle sense.
Okay, great.
We're going to do a top 5 this week because of Bedazzled, but we're going to do it a little bit differently because it is a bit of an odd thing that we picked. Movies that feature the devil.
Yeah, look, we picked it and then went, oh God, what do we have besides Bedazzled?
Yeah, so, I don't know, does The Exorcist count?
I don't know, because you don't see the devil. Because she's not possessed by the devil. She's possessed by that spirit of the devil, of kind of whatever that evil spirit is.
Okay.
I did think Rosemary's Baby, though.
Oh, yeah, but I haven't seen it.
Okay, great. And then I also thought of the Tenacious D tribute music video.
Oh, which then makes me think of the song The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
And then I thought of The Devil Wears Prada, but no.
And then I thought of the meme, which is the devil going back to hell and explaining to the demons why he doesn't have his violin anymore. And the devil's like, I lost it in a fiddle contest. And the demon's like, what, to a human? And he's like, yeah. And then the demon's like, couldn't you have just taken his fiddle anyway? You're the devil. And the demon's like, look, you weren't there. It happened really quickly.
Okay. Great.
Is that also a Futurama episode?
No, there is a Futurama episode where they battle the devil for something in a fiddle contest.
That's the song. The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh, okay.
You know the song.
I don't know the story of the song. I've heard of the song before.
Oh, well, the devil went down to Georgia and then challenged a guy to a fiddling contest, but the guy fiddled better than the devil. So the devil lost
Idle
his
Hands
fiddle.
of the Devil's Plaything.
That's true.
That's the name of the Futurama episode, I think. I don't know.
There's also a movie called Idle Hands. Isn't it where that guy's hand comes off and does shit? His hand becomes possessed.
I thought that was a...
The middle brother liked
I
it.
thought that was a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I thought that was the porno movie.
Mm,
No, that's the monkey with the wishes
I think
in a
maybe
treehouse of horror.
We're getting a bit off topic.
There's no
Do we
topic.
count
Idle
Ned
Hands.
Flanders as a depiction of the devil?
Here's 6 Degrees, right? This Idle Hands movie stars Devon Sawa and Seth Green.
Oh, Casper.
Seth Green from Family Guy.
Oh.
And that guy, Eldon Henson, and Jessica Alba, Vivica Fox. This has got a cast.
Is it terrible?
It's not great.
Oh,
The
is
middle.
that what
I'm
we're doing next week?
pretty sure the middle brother liked it. A teenage slacker's right hand becomes possessed with murderous intent,
Okay, that's a bit concerning.
and then eventually kind of like possesses things, and I think kills Seth Green.
Seth Green was in Austin Powers with Hurley.
The tagline: the touching story of a boy and his right hand. Anyway, back to the best devils in movies. I found an article on pastemagazine.com. Giving the devil his due, Satan's 25...
Never heard of Paste Magazine.
Google has. Giving the devil his due, Satan's 25 best appearances. Number 25. We're going to go through them all because we've got nothing
Let's
else.
just do a top 10.
Okay. The Witches of Eastwick is not in the top 10.
Ooh.
All right, let's get into the top 10. Oh, and number 11 is Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny.
Mm. Okay.
Number 10 is Time Bandits
Great.
from Terry Gilliam. Number 9 is The Witch. Never really watched it. From 2009, number 8, The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
Oh, that was Heath Ledger's last movie.
Again by not Dr. Terry Gilliam, by Terry Gilliam. Tom Waits, musician, requires acclamation to the ear. I don't know what else that do to the devil. The 2005 movie Constantine or Constantine, depending on where you're from.
Yeah, hey, Keanu.
Keanu plays John Constantine. Yes, and Peter Stormare plays Satan.
Somewhat bad.
It's become a cult movie.
That means it was bad at one point.
1985 from Ridley Scott, Legend.
These are bad. Like, I don't know these movies.
No. 1922, here's one to add to the list.
Oh, Nosferatu.
Hoxan, a.k.a. Witchcraft Through the Ages.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. In 1926, Faust.
Uh-huh. Because isn't that what this is based off? A Faust story?
Yeah, Faustian story. So here, let's see what this says. The devil is a seducer, a defiler, a trickster, an adversary, but he's also a tragic figure. In many interpretations like this cornerstone of German expressionism,
There is nothing tragic about Elizabeth Hurley's figure.
no amount of scheming or conniving can bring him a victory against authority. I don't know. Number 3, you've heard of this one. South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. The devil is in that movie.
Yeah. There's also a South Park episode where the devil wants to have a birthday party and everything he thinks of doing, P. Diddy already did it. So I don't know how well that's aged. But
I'm disagreeing with number 2. 1997's The Devil's Advocate.
is the devil not in it?
I don't think so, is he? Does he?
Isn't somebody play the advocate of the devil?
But is he the actual devil?
I don't know.
Oh no, it's
Who
true
is it?
actually. Yeah, that's.
I just made that up. I don't know. I've never heard of that movie.
I didn't think it was an actual devil.
I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
No. Number 1.
What are you basing that off?
I didn't think it was a. I thought it was. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was a law movie.
Oh, you thought it was like John Grisham's Rainmaker?
I thought it was John Grisham's The Devil's Advocate. To be honest.
Maybe he's an advocate for the devil, so he's the lawyer for the devil.
Oh, as his wife becomes haunted by frightening visions, the lawyer slowly realises the firm's owner, John Milton, is in fact the devil.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Al Pacino, Charlize Theron, Keanu Reeves, Connie Nielsen.
Oh, that's a decent cast.
Yeah. Heather Matarazzo and Tamara Tooney. Good cast. And number one is...
Bedazzled.
1995's The Prophecy.
Great. Terrible. Yeah. So what are we doing next week?
Shit list. Bedazzled isn't even on there.
Oh, well, fuck off, paper.com. What is it?
Pastemagazine.com. This is why we need to write our own blogs. The Last Temptation of Christ, 1990, The Witches of Eastwick. Jack Nicholson's only number 18. Oh, George Miller. I didn't know George Miller directed The Witches of Eastwick.
There you go.
Fuck, he's got a
new movie coming out.
He's got a pretty varied thingo. I've told you that tip for writers. If you're ever worried about writing in more than one genre, the same guy that did Mad Max also did Happy Feet.
Yeah, crazy.
All right. That's it. That's not a top 5. Just message us if you know a movie where the devil is in it and you think it's good.
Yep.
Because clearly the internet does not know that.
No, it's terrible.
All right. You're trusting me with this week?
Yes. It is your turn.
All right.
To spin away.
I'm going to spin away. All right. Epic.
Yeah. Ben-Hur.
No. More recent. We've mentioned this director just recently in this episode, actually. Mad
Max Fury Road.
Can I tell you... Well, I'd actually like to watch that. All right. The most iconic scene...
You're giving it a now.
Yep. Is where he tells Caesar his name.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Yeah.
Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. And then cut to Joaquin Phoenix going,
Yeah, pretty much. That's up there.
I have not seen that for years. I did that at school.
It's Gladiator, in case we didn't get that.
If you didn't get that from me quoting that, there's one more line in it.
Oh, and Connie Nielsen is in it, who we just mentioned.
Yes, she's very good in it.
Yeah.
Good movie. It is an epic.
It is an epic. It's just looking it up now. It's
2.5?
2:35. It's a full hour longer than Bedazzled.
Good.
So I hope this episode doesn't end up being an hour longer.
No.
All right, 6 Degrees. We haven't done it for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
so a 6 Degrees from Russell Crowe and Joaquin Phoenix to Brendan Fraser.
Elizabeth Hurley gets us to like Mike Myers. Sorry.
Mike Myers. Which gets us to Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Who's done a lot of movies.
He has done a lot of movies.
What
else has Russell Crowe done? He ruined Les Mis.
Hugh Jackman.
He hasn't done... He was in a Thor.
Who was in a Thor?
Wasn't Russell Crowe in
Rusty
Thor?
Crowe played Zeus.
Oh.
Not Thor.
In Thor? Oh.
Yeah, in Thor Love and Thunder.
Great.
Arguably the worst one.
Okay.
All right, so we got Russell Crowe, then we got Chris Hemsworth. Can we get from Chris Hemsworth to Michael Caine or Mike Myers? Mike Myers was in The Love Guru.
Don't remind me. With Jessica Alba.
I don't even think he wants to be reminded. Okay, Jessica Alba, I just said. Idle Hands. Right?
Connie Nielsen.
No, Seth Green. Michael Caine, Seth Green. Jessica Alba. Oh,
yeah.
I'm going back to...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Love Guru, Jessica Alba. All right. I just made a connection in my head and didn't realise it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Joaquin Phoenix was in The Joker with...
Lady Gaga.
Robert De Niro.
Oh, Robert De Niro, yes. Was he with anything with Russell Crowe? 30-odd Foot
But we
of
don't
Grunt.
need to do that.
Oh, because that's Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. Then we just need to go like Robert De Niro was in Meet the Parents.
With Ben Stiller,
Yeah.
who was in something with Mike Myers. Robert De Niro. I have somewhere in my head a Mark Wahlberg to Mike Myers connection.
Okay.
And wasn't Robert De Niro in The Departed? With Mark Wahlberg?
That was Jack Nicholson.
Okay. All right.
We're terrible at this today.
Yeah, we are. All right. Liz Hurley,
Liz
Mike Myers, Michael
Hurley.
Caine.
What else has Liz Hurley done?
Basil Exposition gets us to Liza Minnelli.
I was going to say that's fine. That's all I got.
What else has Mike Myers done? So I Married an Axe Murderer, but I couldn't tell you anyone else that's in
Brendan
that.
Fraser. No one else is in The Whale.
Thingo, Mike Myers was in Bohemian Rhapsody with Rami Malek.
Okay.
And then Rami Malek was in a James Bond.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps.
Doesn't sound like it.
So Michael Caine was in the recent Batmans.
Who was in LA Confidential? Guy Pearce?
Oh, no. So, I'm pretty sure that the baddie in Thor Love and Thunder is played by Christian Bale, which
Okay.
gets us to Michael Caine.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so then how do we get...
Mike Myers, Austin Powers 3. Liz Hurley, Austin Powers 1.
So Liz Hurley to Mike Myers to Michael Caine to Christian Bale to Russell Crowe.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure. I'm locking that in.
Okay.
But then I'm going to just look up Christian Bale Thor. Christian Bale was in Thor, Love and Thunder.
There you go.
Which also had Natalie Portman in it.
Yeah.
And...
Who was in Viva Vendetta with Guy Pearce.
Russell Crowe. Luke Hemsworth. Matt Damon. Melissa McCarthy. Yeah.
There you go.
Lots of people in that movie. Good memory by me. Christian Bale was the big bad in Thor Love and Thunder.
Was it called The Big Bad?
No, but that's what they call the baddies. The
boss.
main villain they often call...
The boss you have to defeat at the end of Super Mario.
Yes, the big bad.
Is Bowser a devil? Could he be classed as the devil?
No.
Oh.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Two Drink Cinema. Next week we're watching Gladiator. You will have a lot more to say about awards in
Gladiator
slightly than you did for Bedazzled. If you like us and want to hear more of us, then listen to 2 out of 3 Brothers. The link to that is in the episode description, and join our Facebook group as well. If you want to be coming to our live events that are starting in a couple of months' time, then make sure you follow us on the socials at 2 out of 3 Brothers, as well as like and subscribe to the podcast for first access to tickets when they go on sale at some point in the future. Thank you, Brett.
Thanks, Lee.
Cheers. Thanks for listening to Two Drink Cinema. We would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which this podcast was produced and pay our respects to elders past and present.
If you'd like to support the podcast, either leave a tip or become a member for early access to these episodes by using the link in the show notes.
Join the Facebook group for more chat about the movies we review, and make sure you follow us on the socials to keep up to date.
Hit the subscribe button and leave us a review on your podcast app.
Happy viewing and drink responsibly.